morning, welcome to Ask Coffee Online. My name is Chef Caesar. Today I'm going to show you how to make sweet tamales. This is a very traditional dish in Mexico. We also, I don't know if you ever had this, but savory tamales, they made pretty much the same way, except, they're stuffing with, they make it with pork, chicken or beef, and sometimes even, vegetables like, poblano pepper slices. And today we're going to make something, different. These are sweet, more like a dessert tamale. They're usually made, with the family gets together during the holidays. And they make a lot because it's the same work to make a few than to make a big batch. So I'm gonna make a few today. And we're gonna start by what you need to first of all you want to start soaking your corn husks. This we're gonna use to roll our tamales in, and they're dry, so you want to soak them up really nice to get them nice and soft. Otherwise they're really harsh and really crispy. They won't fold really nice. So you want to soak them in some hot water for about 10 minutes before you start making your tamales. And nothing's gonna happen if they stay in the water. That's gonna be okay. So let's start by, getting our ingredients together. I got some whole butter here. I'm gonna cream with some sugar, some vegetable shortening. Okay. Just get this out of the way here. I'm also have, and I'm making this with a dry corn flour. You can also make them with a fresh. You can buy the corn masa fresh, but be careful. They make two different ones. One is for a savory tamale, which has salt already added and lard. You want the one that's like pretty much plain and without anything on it. That way you can add whatever you want to it. If you go to like a Hispanic supermarket, you're gonna definitely find this. Also, you're gonna see when some sweet tamales will make them pink, which they use food coloring in the dough. I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna make some more natural ones, but the ones that are like pink, like I said, they use red food coloring. They also add some raisins too. They soak the raisins in maybe some rum, which is regular water, to kind of plumb them up so they're not hard when you make them. So let's start by, we're gonna cream the butter really nice. A little vanilla, about 1 tablespoon here. I'm gonna add my sugar too. And you guys are gonna get the recipe in case you guys want to try to do this at home. You're gonna get the recipe as well. And this is very easy to do, as you can see. It's and especially if you buy the fresh masa already, it's moist, it's wet. It's in my opinion, it's a little better. But I want to show them how to, sometimes you can't find it. It's easy to find the dry corn flour at the store, so you also can do it with this. Push this down. I don't know if you guys remember when I made the next tamale, which is the corn masa. I made them from scratch one time. I mean, you don't have to go to that extreme, but like I say, you can buy already prepared this the store if you want to go their route. But this works really well too. You want to whip this really nice. And the more you whip, it's going to be real nice and creamy. They're going to become nice and soft when you get them out. You want to add 1 little pinch of salt too. Some baking powder. Baking powder makes them nice and fluffy. I'm going to start adding my corn flour here real quick. Adding some liquid, some milk, otherwise it's going to get too hard. I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of milk. And you're going to see, the consistency of the dough. You don't want it too dry or too runny, but you're going to see what it looks like. But you're going to have the recipe. I'm just going to, because I made them so many times, so I know what it's supposed to look like. But at home, you can follow the recipe if you want. Today I'm gonna make a pineapple and an apple tamale, which is you can do other fruits like strawberries, for example, are really good. Peaches as well. I mean, you can do whatever you want, whatever flavor you think you want to make them, and they're really good. Pushes down so all the butter gets incorporated with the corn flour too. There's some butter around the sides of the bowl. So the mixer works really good, but you know, worst come to worst, you know, you can do them by hand, but it takes a little longer to get them nice and smooth. And it's nice when you whip them really good. They come nice and fluffy when you steam them. A little bit more milk here. We're almost done here. A couple more minutes and we're going to be taking them off and mixing the fruit in there and start rolling them up. Okay. Alright, we're going to stop now. And these are easier to make than the savory ones. The fact is, because you mix the fruit with that dough, the other ones you have to put the filling in the center, otherwise, you know, it kind of comes out. Good morning. So this is the consistency you want. It's nice and smooth. If you buy the fresh masa, you can, like I said before, make sure that you buy the one that doesn't have anything added. Some already have salt. You want to buy the plain. And you just do the same right now. Add the butter, the shortening, the sugar, and it works really good. Just be careful with the water because it's already a little wet. So you don't want to get it too wet, and then you're gonna have a hard time, you know, rolling them up. Okay, so now I want to show you. So the consistency. It's nice and smooth. Look at that. And I'm gonna split this in half. This way I can mix, you know, some apple. Once you have the dough, you can make any kind of flavors. You can, you know, have your fruits and kind of separate. If you want to do 3 different flavors, you know, separate into 3 different equal batches, and that way you make different ones. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get my mixer out of the way. Okay. So in the meantime, you want to start getting your steamer going. I got just a little pot here with a little steam basket. And you want to turn it on because you want to have the water kind of start to get hot before you put the tamales in there. And I'm gonna incorporate some of this pineapples here that I have. I got some pineapple chutney and an apple. And this is really easy to make. You know, you just cut the pineapples to medium dice. You cook them with some sugar, a little vanilla. And I did, for the apples, I put some cinnamon, a little lemon juice, brown sugar, a little water, and some butter too. Okay. Now, So you can put everything in there, mix all the fruit in there. So these are a little easier to make. You don't have to spread them out on the corn husks to, like, you know, put the filling in the center. You can mix everything with the dough here. So you can see the consistency is nice and smooth. You know what? I'm just gonna add all the pineapples because I won't have any use for those. So the more fruit you have, the better. Okay, so I'm gonna have this one almost done here. Okay, that one's ready. Now I'm gonna do my apples here. I'm gonna put it in the little shallow bowls, that way you guys can see inside. Okay, there we go. I had some of this apple compote. I got some raisins here too as well. I don't think I mentioned that, but I got some raisins with the apples here. Then we're gonna, you know, finish them off with some caramel sauce at the end when they're done. It's just a plate. Have you guys ever had these tamales before? Any of you out there? Anybody? Savory ones either? No one? No?
No, I have. No.
Okay, now we're ready to roll them. I'm gonna get a little water here to wet my hands. Okay. Okay, so I got my corn husks here. Okay. All right. And you also want to pick the biggest ones. And you want to put the mix on the side that's pretty smooth. This is the inside part of the corn husk, and it's nice and smooth. This side is a little rough, you can see, but you want to put it right in the inside part where it's nice and smooth. So we're going to start, you know, putting about 2 or 3 tablespoons here. Make sure they're all the same size. And as you know, we're going to steam this, and as you guys already know, steaming is one of the most healthy cooking methods because the product retains the nutritional value, especially when you're cooking, you know, vegetables and meats. So we're gonna fold them like this. Apologize, I think we lost the audio, but I'm back again. Sorry about that. So I was saying now it's time to fold them in. And as I was saying before, you want to use the smooth part of the corn husk to put the filling here. This side is kind of rough. You can tell right away it's little nice and rough little grooves there. You can feel it. But this side is nice and smooth. So this is where you want to, the side you want to use. You want to put about 2 big tablespoons, maybe 3. And make sure that you want to make them nice and same size. Try to get them the same size. Because you want to, when you are steaming product, they should be very uniform. That's why, you know, with talk about knife skills. Also, you don't want to fill it all the way to the top because when they cook, they're going to kind of puffed up and they're gonna fill it up. So you want to just fill them up all like this. Hey, leave about 1 inch from the end. And also, as you know, steaming is one of the most healthiest cooking methods. I mentioned before. I don't know if you guys hear me because my audio was out. But when you cook, when you steam products, they retain their nutritional value better because they're like not in water. They're like suspended above the liquid. So it's really a great cooking method. I'm sure you guys knew that from reading your chapter on cooking methods. So again, we're going to make a nice batch here. So I have my water going over here. As you can see, this is very easy to do, you know, and especially when you have a lot of family, you know, everybody helps out, and it's even easier, you know, for yourself. You know, might be a little hard, but when you make a little batch, it's not a big deal. Okay, a little one here. Fold it back here. Sometimes they're small. You want to use 2 pieces. Okay. You guys have any questions at all?
Good morning, Chef.
Good morning. How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine. Are the corn smells hard to find?
The husks? No, not really. I found them, you know what? I saw them at Aldi's the other day. I stopped by Aldi's to get something, and there was like a little Hispanic section. You can find them at Aldi's. I don't know if you have an Aldi's by you, but they have them there. I've seen them.
Okay.
Or you have like a Hispanic supermarket, they're sure gonna have them, especially during the holidays, because you know they do a lot of these tamales during the holidays, and they always gonna have them. So you shouldn't have any problems finding the corn husks.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, now we got those done. I'm gonna do some of the apple ones too. As you can see, those little brownish from the cinnamon. Okay. And these, like I said, these are not as hard to do. The other ones where you have the meat filling, you have to spread it out and kind of fold it inside. These ones you don't have to because everything is mixed with the dough. So really, you know, it's easier for you guys to make this tamales than the other ones. The other ones are more time consuming. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna start putting some in here already. Because you want the bottom ones to start cooking before you put the rest of it on the top. So you kind of want to lean them against like the pot here so they're not like laying flat. You can see this. Okay. And you want to steam this for about an hour. I got a batch already done here. I did this morning. I want to see show you guys what they look like when they're done. So. More here. It's a little bit messy sometimes you make tamales. There's a lot of water everywhere. So, and if you find sometimes a little tiny, you can put two of them together like this, and you know that way when you fold them, they can cover the whole tamale really good. Okay. You can even add your cutting board if you want. This. You're always trying to find the biggest ones because some of these are really nice and big and they're easy to fold, but we don't have big ones. You can use two little ones. You know, just put them side by side and they really work good too. So this is very easy so far, right? Fold them like this and kind of fold them backwards like this. Okay. And once you have this, you can, you know, put them in the cooler. They can stay for, you know, a few days. And if you want to serve them warm, you can, you know, heat them up in the microwave. You can just eat them cold, whatever. But, you know, warm are better. It kind of brings the flavors out a little better. And I like them much better, too. You know, like the savory ones, you always want to heat them up. Because cold, they're not as tasty. Same thing with the warm tamales. I like them to be warm. So. Fold them like this and kind of fold them like that. Strawberry are really good too. If you use fresh strawberries, you don't have to cook them like I did the apples because they're very soft. All you want to do is chop them up and put them into the dough mixture, and that's it. You know, they're done. You don't have to cook them because otherwise you're gonna break up when you steam them. Okay, there's a nice big one here. Any questions out there, you guys? Look at this. As you can see, it goes really quick. Once you have mixed down to fold them, it's really easy. a few more, and then we're pretty much done with this. That's a nice big one here. This one's a little short, so I'm going to put another one here. Like that. And then we're pretty much done. Fold them. Now we're going to put them all in the steamer here. Okay. And you want to steam this for about an hour, depending on how big, how much you have, how many pieces. But again, for the batch like this, an hour or so should be more than enough to get them nice and cook. Okay. Okay, now you got them in there. You have some of this corn husk left over. You want to put some over the top to kind of block some of the steam in there and get it nice and hot so they cook even quicker. So you put some in there like this to trap some of the steam inside. Just like that. Okay. Then you want to put the lid back on there. And now you want to wait for them to cook about an hour or so. But as I mentioned, I made a batch beforehand, so I wanted to show you guys what they look like when they're done. Okay. Be careful when you take this out of the heat. They're very hot. Steam is going to come out. You don't want to get burned with steam. It's one of the worst burns you can get. Okay, here. Okay, now as you can see, and they're going to be really soft at first. When they first come off, you want to let them kind of sit for a while, because right now they're really soft. As you can see, I'm going to take them off. Okay, and open one up just for you guys to see. I'm going to play one, see? And with the good way to know when they're done, how they peels right off, the dough doesn't stick to the husk. This is a good sign that they're done. Okay, if they're still sticking, it means you need to cook them a little longer, so remember that. But again, see how that comes off really nice and flaky? See? Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna. I got some sauces I want to plate some of these tamales for you guys to just give you an idea. You don't have to, but I got some caramel sauce and some condensed milk. It goes really good with the pineapple ones. See if I can find an apple one here somewhere. I think I could. Maybe they're mixed together. So these are really hot right now, so I'm just gonna kind of put them like this. Okay. Hope this and I wanted to find an apple one so you guys can see what they look like. They're really hot, but I'm used to this. Don't worry. But you guys at home, be careful, okay? Now you can see this apple one. You can see. Okay. Okay. Fold this back in here like this. If you want to take them off the husk, that's fine. Otherwise, you can leave them in there. Now you can drizzle this with some caramel sauce. And like I said, I have some sweet condensed milk for the pineapple. And you can do creme and glaze too for the pineapple ones. It's really good, even for the apple ones. Very nice. You got some fresh pineapple here that I have. Okay, there. And I'm gonna chop some granny smith apple here for my. So what do you guys think? Very easy, right? Nobody says anything?
I don't know if it's easy, but it looks so good.
Well, you saw me making those. I mean, it doesn't really take that long. Once you,
I was a little late.
what was that?
I was a little late.
Oh, okay. Well, you can see the video later on too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What is the texture like?
Well, it's very soft. You know, it's a very soft, like a pound cake type of thing.
Okay.
Very soft, very creamy. You know, it's got a lot of butter in there, and it's really, you know, I mean, it's simple to make, as you can see. You guys have any other questions out there for me?
No?
Nothing, huh? Well, I want to wish you guys a happy holidays, and I'm gonna see you back next year. I hope you guys can try this at home. I mean, as you can see, they're really tasty, really, really good. And again, they're really easy too. As you can, as you saw me making them, you know, it's just about half an hour or less. And what takes a little longer is to steam them. You want to make sure that they're done, and like I said, about an hour. And you want to keep it at medium heat, and make sure that you have enough water there. You don't want the water to dry out, otherwise, you know, there's gonna be no steam to cook them. And again, I want to thank you for being here this morning with me, and I want to wish all of you guys a happy holidays.